Hello and welcome to the tavern. My name's Jay. We're playing some Wild Assault. Um, shit's gonna be fucked. God damn it! Hold up. Shit's gonna be a bit fucked. So I wanted to pull up all of the changes to the game. I can't because I don't know how OBS works with bullshit like this with like frame rate and stuff like that. Unless I pull it up as like the master. I probably should put it up at like administration so that way it gets priority over the game because it staggers. So, I'm just gonna read it off as I usually do. So, many changes is both experts and some medic changes, and take with it how you will with a grain of salt. So, they changed as quality of life, some buffs, and I think that's just about it, and just changes, right? So we're gonna go with Bear first. Bear skill talent line, middle talent replaced. So this is the this is like if I were to pull it up in game, it'll be Bear talent line 1. Prevents breathing and HP regen for up to 10 seconds based on damage stacked. What it used to be was whenever you take damage from this skill, stop HP regen for 10 seconds. Now it's 6 to 10 seconds based on how long you've been in like the fight. And it's only the fight. Nothing else, only like his throwable canister. That's it. So that's one of the changes. The other one was his ultimate his ultimate ability got a 20-second not 20-second, a 20% I forgot what it was. Let me just read it real fast. 20 area effect increased by 20%, projectile speed increased by 8.6%. And then fix the issue with the talent class with the bonus provided after allies use the player's own deployable did not match the description. So they just fixed that. So overall, a buff, and that changed to a talent line. Then we have Panda, who only got. So his E is there's a picture associated with it, but it's basically everything within a circle, a circle radius. All deployables are destroyed, and it basically everything up to that circle is destroyed. And then it's also they added poison and fire resistance for allies within that area, and it's I believe grants 35% poison fire damage reduction, which is basically only 2 people who deal with that. That's really it, unless they add more. But that's basically it. And then the ultimate is fix an issue on some maps where ultimate had discrepancies on minimap. Yuli, they made a lot of changes to the Meerkat. So signature ability. Outside of ultimate state, right click now directly exits. So basically this is like the tunnel. A tunnel that creates like a spawn point. Only one beacon can exist. I believe there's an exit and an entrance. But there's only one it basically adds a spawn point, and it allows him to like just dig under. And he can exit without creating a beacon, or he can exit while creating a beacon. And then the ultimate, this is something that they ultimately they changed this. Added scoring capability. Ally gains assisted transfer morale after using the tunnel. So basically, if I use a tunnel and I get like and like I get something, Yuli gets a bit of score for that, for using the tunnel. adjusted both the tunnel's entrance and exit to be destructible. During the digging process, damage reduction adjusted from 99% to 70%, so we can now shoot him and he's not invincible. Now takes damage from both abilities and bullets, was abilities before, which means only few people can deal with it. And then digging speed increases up to 7.5%. I kind of want to go through this because it's a lot. During the teleportation via the entrance, teleport speed increased to 2.15 times the original. I don't know what that means yet. The startup time for allies using the entrance to teleport has been adjusted from 1.9 seconds to 1.15, and the recovery time has been adjusted from 0.95 to 0.7. I'm guessing that's like if we use the tunnel from like far away, and that's what that means. So if the tunnel is somewhere in the map entrance, so like if you go from the tunnel to the exit, wherever Yuli exits or Meerkat exits, it'll be faster. Added auto turning mechanism for the buggy, so the buggy can now turn based on like the middle mouse button. I believe, I don't know if it's basically based on like the like a marker. Turn the real time towards whatever. This is when it's auto whatever. It does less damage. When it's on auto, it does less damage. So it does 140 damage now for the inner blast radius, and the outer blast radius is 50. And that's the same thing for the ultimate version. Actually, the ultimate version does more, and the non ultimate does 110 instead of 140. But they both do 50 from like the outer radius. And the manual detonation, that is unchanged damage. So that's doing max damage of like I think 210 or whatever the damage is. Animation playback speed for deploying buggy increased to so it deploys quicker. Fixed an issue where Lookout had a smaller effective range than described, so they fixed that. Tattle Line 2, I believe everybody got this one, except for Bear and Panda. And it's combat Tattle Line 2, middle Tattle replaced from switching weapons grant 20% movement speed to after entering combat from out of combat, the next reload is 20% faster on a 15% cooldown. That is useless. I will say that right now. It is useless because a lot of times you're going to be in combat. Like it'll help in like the first scenario of combat, but you have to keep going out of combat to keep using that. Kind of useless, but it's better than the other one where switching weapons is what you have to do. And then Skunk got no changes aside from like the two talent changes, which is targets are prevented from regenerating health for 6 to 10 seconds based on skill damage stacks, and the other one. And then basically, okay, so they changed how scoring works for healing now. So before it was the score works based on like not a percentage. So it was just I get 4 health per whatever heal. Now it's like I get scored based on like a percentage healed. Up to I believe 50, no, up to like I believe 100%. So like if you go from 1 to like whatever, once you reach like 100%, I should be getting like 100 score or 99 or something like that. Something like that. But they made scoring while healing a lot better. Now, for rescue, here's what they did for rescue. This is for medics only. Medics get a plus 50 heal upon rescuing an ally, reviving, picking up, and everybody else doesn't. Only because realistically, the medics are basically healing. Rabbit is a bit different because she has the quick revive, but it still adds a score. It's just less. It's basically like 20% or like plus 20. So say, hey, they got like 20% of their health back, something like that. And then when after you rescue an ally, if they get like a kill or rescue or like capture a point, you are also getting points based on that. Now, this is something they did for both. This is basically for both rabbit and cat. They increased the for cat. They increased the healing tick, so increased health restored per tick when holding right click for self healing to 3. So more selfish, basically. And for rabbit, I can now activate the smoke whenever I want to. I don't have to throw it on somebody and it automatically pops out. The ultimate for rabbit is increase sustained healing for allies within its area effect to 5, and the actual effective area has been increased to match the outer edge of the visual effect. And then basically out of combat, next reload out of combat into combat, reload speed is 20% faster. And then the ultimate for cat is fix the occasional rapture being lost. Basically, when you throw out the ultimate, if your ally is running away from it, it will not catch them. So that's no longer an issue. Adjusted the rapture effect with enchantment enter. Allied unit with enchantment enters down but not out. Basically, it transfer that cat to everybody within like a circle around that person who went down. But it doesn't transfer after that. So it transferred once. Everybody who has the transferred one does not transfer it. And then this is just stupid. This was like the pointless one. Weapon balance adjustment. SMGs. There's a new attachment. Enhanced laser attachment. I will show you in a moment. It is dumb. You don't run that shit. You don't. And then M10. Bullet velocity increase from 500 to 570. Again, dumb. And then they did the whole bot intelligence evolution bullshit. Like this was just more quality of life. So Vladimir in certain situations using signature to provide animal support. In certain situations, using tactical Q on players to provide healing. So they're now doing what they need to do. Still dumb. It's just still dumb. Then we have revive optimization. Basically, while people are reviving somebody, they can now fire and melee to interrupt it, which you couldn't do before. Firing does climb optimization. Jumping while firing does not trigger climbing. Down but not out after being triggered multiple times in quick succession, returning directly to the deployment screen if downed again within 8 seconds. Fix an issue with the translucent. This is just like bug fixes now. Translucent facial fur on Rabbit's base skin not working. Fix an issue with numerical values for talents affecting capture speed, healing received, whatever. That wasn't working. Now it is. Fix an issue where the actual numerical values for the following talents did not match the description. Capture speed, healing received, heal, revive, charge rate. So they fixed all of that. So now all of that is actually like truly affected by things. Now we're gonna go into like, so I put it I put it on like this weapon, right? This enhanced laser. Hip fire spread minus 5%. Spread on jump minus 20%. Which means jumping. But jumping and hip fire 20 minus 25%. Sounds great. Until you realize you have to jump. So it could just be like spread while in air minus 20%. And I could just use this and just have flat 90% all around. Because at no point are you jumping and firing at the same time. At no point are you doing both of those things. Unless you're jumping off of like a crate. Overall, nothing changed. So there was like a lot of quality of life. I get my ultimate faster. I did test it out earlier. I get my ultimate faster, but the again the issue is still like for the experts they got changes that honestly they needed, but for like the two medics. And I fear, this is my fear right now, is that they don't really get touched 2 weeks from now because they got touched here. My fear is that they still don't do what they're supposed to do and they still play selfishly. So at this point, they made all the changes that they needed and all the valiants feels fine, kind of whatever. I would still like a rework on most of them. But I think what they need to do, and because I am in the Discord, I was reading some of this. In a lot of cases, they don't know what to do with the ARs. All the assault rifles, they don't know what to do with them. They don't know what place they fit. And I did get into it with like one of like the testers. And the way I see it is like they don't know where they want the assault class to be versatile. They want these four to be versatile. And I brought up the fact that each one of them has a kit for close range. And thus, they need what these two have. They need what those two have. The SMGs and the shotgun, because they play at close range, but they're also given assault rifles to keep them within they basically want to keep them versatile so that they can play at both range and close range, long range and close range, also mid range. And I think they need to address this is how it is, right? The valiants right now, I believe, are decent enough in a good spot. Could still use some work, but I think they need to focus on the weapons and attachments. For example, figure out where you want your weapons to be, how you want them to play, so on and so forth. Because when they made, ever since season 2, SMGs have been in a very bad spot until they introduced the DMP. People can say, yeah, they use like it's fine. No, it's not, because like okay, like I don't think it's fine, but I think the weapons do need to be looked at and figure out what role do they serve. For example, I'm not sure how true this is for like all assault rifles, but in the for the game balance, all assault rifle should have some sort of kick that happens. Because like they are good at range, yes, but they need like a kick to them that makes it so that way you have to fight against it to stay on target. That you can't fire at your target like 80 meters away and still somehow get, like land all four shots accurately. Meanwhile, the SMGs, you can give them a kick, but they're actually more hip fire than they are actually aiming down sight. I would still love if they give it more range, but right now I think the assault rifles, like, all weapons needs to be looked at to the point of like, how do you get them to where you want it to be? Because, and let's not base this off. So this is like a Chinese-made game. Let's not base this off of that server and that server only, where they're not using everything you're giving them, and then ignore everybody else who's telling you like these are a problem. Because it could be something like this, right? I don't use meta. I don't play meta. I don't use certain weapons. I don't use certain things. If I feel like it's too good, I'm not gonna use it. It's why I keep switching off the DMP every so often, because the DMP is the only weapon that the medics can use, and I mostly play medics. And because it's the only weapon that gives me any edge, if I'm not playing an assault rifle, and just playing any assault rifle is just the way to go. I'm actually gonna just start a game. But yeah, the weapons need to be looked at next, and let's get it to a point where we can like find where the weapons should be. If the weapons are gonna be versatile for the assault rifles, hold on. Let me just. Oh, I'm defending. Okay.
Hold your position and defend the targets.
Okay. You know what? While I'm waiting, there's gonna be a whole while I'm waiting kind of thing. But while I'm waiting, here's something. Here's how I want to see like the assault rifles. Like the assault rifle, if they're gonna be the jack of all trade, they need massive trade-offs. So they can have damage, but their kick is gonna be wild. They can have range, but again, the kick is going to be wild. Like they cannot just like continuously fire for like as long as they want to, and just like they need trade-offs, and it feels like they don't have trade-offs. And it feels like at the very least SMGs have massive trade-offs. This is gonna be bullshit. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Do not engage. Do not engage.
God damn it. Cause like I'm looking at the enemy team and it's like I'm pretty sure like the rabbits are like the bots.
We would definitely win.
How the fuck did you die?
Friends are taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading. Medic here. You'll be fine.
Mind you, I actually just took off the talent that allows me to
Friends are taking fire. Reloading.
I took off a talent that allows me to like keep massively reviving.
Cover me. I'm reloading. Do not engage. Do not engage. Enemy attack.
I bet I'll be reviving a bot here.
Hang in there, please.
Nope, that's bad.
Medical device is ready to die on me.
Come on, I'm trying to run. That was a real player, by the way.
Reloading. Almost ready.
I'm punching. Okay, I'm sorry. The punch should be like a small AoE in front of you, and not any, and not like I have to like aim the punch. That's kind of dumb. But yeah, like you can tell who real players are, who's not a real player, so on and so forth. Fucking serious right now.
I'm reloading. Enemy attack. Let it be. You'll be fine. Do not engage. Reloading. Almost ready. Medical device.
Motherfucker. What is the range? What is the range? But yeah, I'm purposely using like a weaker gun. Like this gun is just not good. No gun in this game is actually pretty good. At least, like, when I say no gun, no SMG aside from like two guns, the PPSH and the DMP. Those are the only two good guns, and that's because they actually fill the roles that like nothing else can actually reach.
Friends are taking fire. Hang in there, please. Enemy attack.
We lost. And this is all like, those are all assault rifles. Those are all assault class. We cannot do anything against this. Like, I have to play, you have to play like anything that can use an assault rifle.
Check my marks. Someone's hit. Medicine. You'll be fine. Listen up. I'll catch you out. Friends are taking fire.
I'm sorry, like, what is the range of that ultimate? Like, I'm sorry. If you're gonna have like all that range, I'd rather just like you pop it and then that's it. Cause like you charge it up, you have all that damage reduction. This is why damage reduction in this game is dumb.
Enemy attack. Reloading. Almost ready. Medical device is ready.
I'm sorry, that is dumb. That is the dumbest thing in the fucking world. We win, but it wasn't really based on me or anything. Like I came in like so far into the game. But yeah, like your best bet is using an assault rifle. Like that's it. Just an assault rifle. You're not using anything else. You're using a fucking assault rifle. Or if your damage is, I mean, your ability is doing like a lot of damage. But yeah, this is basically what I do actually mean by like, if you're not using an assault rifle, if I'm not using the DMP, because I'm gonna be honest, the DMP is the only thing that makes this class worth fucking using. You're basically going in, like I could go in with Athena. I'm still using the Galau. But yeah, if I was to like upgrade the NK-47, it'd be the only thing I'd be using. We're going to like another game. Which the update, it seems to have like fixed certain things, but it also just, it doesn't do anything. Because the biggest thing right now are the weapons. Like I'm on what, defense? I should have changed my talent actually. Because with all the changes that's like made, like do you see this here? We're automatically getting overrun. Automatically overrun. And it's like I cannot do anything.
Enemy is taking Alpha. We've lost the target.
This is like the biggest issue with the game, because assault rifles just do everything. This is the biggest thing. When your assault rifle does everything that you need other guns to do, no other gun can fill the role of the assault rifle. That's the biggest problem. Like no other gun can fill the role the assault rifle fills, because the assault rifle fills every role, and it's the only weapon class you have to fucking use. And if you cannot use it, you are entirely fucked. And I think that's why the game is actually doing poorly. No point. You kidding me right now?
Bravo 1 is taking fire. We've lost Bravo 1.
The VSK, that's what, the DMR? Like, this is the biggest fucking problem with the game. It's the assault rifles. Like, yeah, I'm in like a bot versus like whatever match. I'm dead. I'm dead because of the super fucking projectile. It's like, at what point do you make the game actually balanced? At what point does the game become balanced?
The enemy is attacking Bravo 2. Request assistance immediately. We've lost Bravo 2. Defender, eyes open. Defend the target with your squad. Securing Bravo 1.
Hold
Stay
on.
alert.
Reloading. Almost ready.
Bravo 2.
Do not engage. Do not engage. Enemy medical device ready. You attack them into the wind. Cover me. I'm reloading.
How? Like, I'm sorry. Like, you shouldn't be able to manually detonate that. Or if you like, the damage needs to be lowered on that if it's like half charge. Cause that is just fucking asinine.
They found me.
You know what? Because like, this is the only way to fucking play the fucking game. I'm sorry. If your game is if the only way to play your game is be an assault, use an assault rifle, your game is fucked. Fuck off. You don't know what the fucking game balance is if the guns do so much fucking shit. If the assault class is the most versatile class, can do every fucking thing. I'm sorry. They need to like lose something. They really do. There's no reason why the assault class has to have like everything.
Take cover. Reloading.
Like, they have every fucking thing. They can gap close, they can heal, they can do whatever. Like, they don't need everything. They can lose damage reduction if they're gonna be the assault class.
Try it. Swapping back. Threat detected. Reloading.
Like, this is why I say this is the major fucking problem with the game. If the assault class can do every fucking thing. Like, I'm just getting pissed off. I'm getting pissed off because like I can't do what I want to do. I can't play the characters I want to play. I have to play certain characters. That's the only thing that fucking survives in this game.
Someone's hit.
Back to your team, soldier.
Medic. Oh, you'll be fine. Reloading. Almost ready. Someone's hit. Please. Enemy attack. Friends are taking fire. I'll catch you up. Reloading. Almost ready.
Because like, here's the major problem is the fact that like these characters get damage reduction. These characters get fucking everything. Here's the major problem. What is the medic supposed to be? That's the biggest problem. What is the point of the medic? If I can't answer that question, if that's like the hardest question to fucking answer, what's the fucking point of the medic? Then like the medic serves no purpose. Everything dies so fucking fast. Reviving doesn't matter. Everything dies so fucking fast. Healing doesn't matter. When your healing doesn't fucking matter in a game, your medic serves no purpose. And that's the biggest problem. The medic serves no fucking purpose in this game where everything dies so fucking fast. Damage has to be toned down or health has to be increased. Something has to give. the medic, the assault class can't go around doing everything, and then nothing else can do anything because of it.
Do not engage. Do not engage. Hold on. I'm reloading. Someone's hit. Do not. Medical device is ready. Enemy attack. Friends are taking fire. Hang in there. We will definitely win. Someone's hit. Hold on. Friends are taking fire. Reloading. Almost ready. Someone's hit.
Like, look how hard I have to fucking work at this point, and I'm on a buff.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Like, I have to like really just like use my speed to my advantage that I don't always have.
Hang in there. Please. Friends are taking. Medical device is ready. Die on me.
Back to your spot.
This is how fast I'm getting my ultimate, by the way.
Almost ready.
Like, if I had my ultimate, if I had the ultimate talent, like I'll play one more game with the ultimate talent, and then if I can keep this shit up,
I'm reloading. Enemy attack. Hold on. Do not engage. Do not engage. Easy now. I'll catch you out. Medical. You'll be fine. Easy now. I'll catch you out. Reloading. Almost ready. Enemy attack. Someone's hit. You found me. Cover me. I'm reloading. Medical device is ready. You will definitely win. Let's respond to this. Someone's hit.
like I've been on a buff. That's how bad this shit is.
They found me. Cover me. I'm reloading. Friends are taking fire.
A buff that gives me damage. Okay, it's a buff that gives me damage resistance. It gives me what else does it give me? Faster reload speed, faster speed, some damage resistance, health.
Inevitable. Victory and you.
So like damage resistance, health, damage resistance, health, speed, reload speed. It gives me those four things, and I've basically been using that. Just been using that with the DMP to just go around and do what I need to do. Let me just do what I gotta do for here, because this is, to me, it's still bullshit. 2 more talent points. Let's do that because I still don't care about that. Okay. Actually, valiant. So I'm gonna actually change my talent because I've been focused on like healing. But if I can do this, you're gonna see a world of difference in what I can do. I'm just like, I'm at the point where I'm tired of having to try so fucking hard. Like I have to try hard, and I have to figure out where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna have to do, and I have to play like like I have to play like a fucking crackhead, like a ADHD kid running around all over the place, figuring out what to do, what to do, who to take out, who to rescue, so on and so forth. I have to do all of that. Actually, fuck. And it pisses me off because like the game can be fun, but you have to. It can be fun. It's just you cannot play it in a way that you want to play it. So like I'm on defense. How I have to play the game is how I have to play as a medic is like it's either I play one of two ways. I'm very selfish. I don't care about my allies. Or two, you're just a meat shield that I'm going to use whenever I get my ultimate. And so this is basically what it is. Now there's gonna be a lot of bots because like there's I don't know what the player base is over in other regions. I know in my region at this point the player base is low. And right now, until they address, I think it's already too late, but until they can address the weapons, where they want to take the weapons, how they want the weapons to be, they're not gonna. It's gonna be like a lot of negativity. Like I'll get into like everything later, but the quality of life is good, but they need to address the weapons better.
The first blood is theirs.
Hang in there, please. Enemy ahead. Cover me. I'm reloading. Friends are taking fire.
I might need to change like an attachment. What attachment am I using? Short barrel?
Alpha is taking fire.
No, we use the silencer here.
Defender, eyes open. Defend the targets with the squad. The enemy is attacking Alpha. Request assistance immediately.
Hold on. Friends are taking fire.
Come on! What was wrong with my reload speed? Oh my fucking god. And this is what I mean. Like the skunk can just do whatever. I need one of these guys to like
Enemy is taking Alpha.
never mind. Like my reload speed bugged out. That was just fucking retarded. That was beyond idiotic. My reload speed bugged.
Friends are taking fire.
Okay. You know what? I really shouldn't be in that back alley. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I have to play so much more differently that I cannot be in like an area that I thought I could be versus like an area I really should be at.
Bravo 2 is taking fire. Defend the position.
How? This is what I mean about the fucking melee. Like, I don't know how you fucking hit me, and I don't know how the fucking melee works in this game. It's fucking dumb. Cause there's no way you just like punched and then that was it, and punch and then you have like a quick punch.
Friends are taking fire.
The enemy is attacking Bravo 2.
What the fuck, man? And this is why playing the medic fucking suck in this game. There is no point in playing the medic if it can be shut down by every fucking thing.
is now in enemy hands.
This is the problem with playing the medic. It is shut down by everything.
Stay vigilant for enemy movement. The enemy is attacking Bravo 1.
Like there's no way the fucking medic can play the way like it needs to play if the damage is too fucking high.
Reloading. Almost ready.
Like the damage is too high. Everything just plays so fucking differently.
Someone's hit.
Like, how do you want me to play the medic? This is the big question. How do you, devs, how do you want me to play a fucking medic?
Do not engage. Do not engage.
Because clearly a medic is not supposed the medic is not supposed to play the way I'm playing the fucking medic. How do you want the medics to play? Do you want them to be able to like do anything, or do you want them to just like be a fucking little shitbag?
Securing Bravo 2. Stay alert.
Don't you die on me. Cover me. I'm reloading. Hang in there, please.
Enemy is attacking Bravo 2. Request assistance immediately.
Hold on. Someone's hit. Friends are taking fire. Do not engage. Do not engage.
Back to your team, soldier. Bravo 1 is taking fire. Defend the position.
Cover me. I'm reloading. Someone's hit. Do not engage. Do not engage.
I'm sorry, like you don't have quick melee. Your melee should be as fast as mine. And this is why the game is fucking dumb.
Enemy attack.
Like I can't play the way I want to play because like I'm getting shut down by everything from like so fucking far away. Mind you, this is raid mode. I should like it's already bad enough.
Someone's hit.
Defend the position.
Medical device is ready.
Bravo 2 is taking fire.
Do not engage. To reloading. Oh, enemy attack. Do not engage. Do not engage. Win. Friends are taking fire. not engage. Do not engage. Cover me. I'm reloading. Reloading. Almost ready. Someone's hit. Do not engage. Enemy attack.
And this is what gets annoying. Like the biggest annoyance is the fact that like I have to play aggressively, but I also can't like I can't just throw out heals. I can't throw out anything. A lot of my score has been just from healing and whatnot, because like again, me reviving, I'm getting a lot of score for like a lot of things. But at some point, the weapons do so much. Like me reviving somebody is me hoping that they're a person. We're gonna take this out of the boss situation. We're gonna calm down a little bit. So we're gonna calm down a little bit and like take an objective look at everything. For as good as this patch did for like quality of life and fixing things, the weapons need to be addressed. The weapons need to be addressed. The role every class has to play needs to be addressed. Because right now, the medics cannot do the medic job because everything shuts them down. That's a major problem with the game. The medics can't do their job because everything shuts them down. The assault class literally has everything handed to them for them to have an easier time. The expert class, basically the same thing. They do a different thing, but like their job isn't to like support. It's more like I'm going to shut down a lane. I'm going to shut down an area. The scouts, they're in a good spot right now, but the medic class is not in a good spot. The assault class still way too powerful, and at this point, is not because of abilities. It's because the weapons they have access to, and this is going to be the major thing about all of this. The weapons everybody has access to determines what they can or cannot do. And if the assault rifles are in a class of their own, where everything is trying to be an assault rifle, everything is trying to catch up to an assault rifle, then the problem is the assault rifle needs to be toned down for things to start functioning. The assault rifles do way too much. All of them do. Like they don't have a steep, they don't have a steep damage fall off. They don't have they don't have like a lot of recoil. They have manageable recoil. And I just think at this point, like the assault rifles need to be looked at. They need to be toned down, or and this is gonna be like something I buff up, like change how many other weapons work, what they're supposed to be doing. Like for example, if it increase the range of all the SMGs. They all need like at 15 meters, then damage fall off can drop. So that way like they have some range and some place for them. Increase the damage of some of them, or like find a way to give them a home. Reduce the effectiveness of the assault rifles somehow, or give everybody more HP. Because we cannot, this game will not last. Maybe it'll last in their country, but I would have to figure out just what they need to be doing. I'm actually gonna do myself a favor right now because I want to see because I don't know like how to look for like the Steam charts for because like I want to know what the Steam charts are like for this game. There's like 137 players. It had like 24-hour peak of 154, but it's just it loses players. It's just losing players, and it's like it's 137, but it's just at what point? I don't know. It's not a lot of players, and because it's probably like all over the place, we're not really seeing much of anything or anything like substantial. I'm just at the point where I could probably find a better PvP game. I probably will at some point, but as I wanted to try something new, something different, and something that isn't from like a big developer. This is still a small studio, by the way, but it's like they've gone about balance all wrong. They made many mistakes, and I want to see how they can actually correct a lot of their mistakes. And I'm looking at the assault rifles, the weapons themselves, and it's like that's where the problem is. That's where the problem always is. And maybe like I don't. They're basing this off like the Chinese servers, the Chinese players, and maybe they're avoiding all the assault rifles. Maybe they're avoiding like the assault class altogether, playing different classes because maybe they see that that's the meta and it's not fun. I don't know. If you play the game, do let me know what you think of all of this. I read you like what they did. I gave you my thoughts on this. These are my opinions. I could be wrong about all of this, and everything could be fine. Who knows? But many people don't think it's fine. Many people really look at this shit and they just think the assault rifles do too much. Like let's look like this, right? The SMG5 has what? A fire rate of 800. We'll go with like a mag of 30, damage of 22. This damage is irrelevant. We're going to find an assault rifle similar to that, right? 900 with a damage of 27. So it's faster. It has high recoil though. 750 with a damage of 30. This is what people compare it to. This is already better because it has range. Basically everything the SMG5 is, this is but better. A lot better. Slightly better. Damage wise, better. Fire rate, not so much. Better. Better. Everybody has this one. I think this is like single fire. Can't say if it's better or not because it's a single fire. This one, better. And this is what the assault rifles. I mean, this is what the SMGs have to like compete with. Like the SMGs are supposed to be like high fire rate, low damage weapons, but it doesn't feel like that sometimes. And it's like the assault rifles would have to lose a lot of fire rate or just like lose damage. They have to lose something because it feels like they don't lose anything. I think what I'll do for next week is, so this is gonna be like the gun everybody uses. This is the gun everybody complains about. I will take 2 assault rifles, probably this one and this one. I have plenty of tickets to like go around, buff them up to max, see what attachments work with them, and see just how bullshit they are. Because as much work as I have to do so much more work to try to compete with an assault rifle. Because I don't have the HP. Like let's go with that, right? 120 health. We're gonna go here. So like 120 health, access to like some of the worst weapons ever, the weapons that got nerfed the hardest out of everything. Can't heal. They can't heal. Reviving becomes a pain in the ass. And it's just overall in a bad spot. Both medics are in a bad spot because healing is just not enough. And reviving is just a hit or miss ordeal. Like, you have to ignore your role in the game. And this is what it, like, change rabbit and cat to assault expert or like scout or whatever, and give them different abilities. Because the medics don't, the medic in this game just don't work. They don't work with how fast the game is, with like the fact that like damage is just up there. The fact that they get shut down so very easily. Like, they need a rework. That's really what it comes down to. Either they need a rework, or everybody else needs a rework to kind of like, I don't know. I have a hard time putting things to words. I just feel like right now, focus on the weapons. Figure out where your weapons should land, and how effective they should be in those in like that niche. For example, SMGs, close range weapon. They're a hip fire based weapon. They can be aimed down sight, but they're mostly hip fire. And I believe, like, if they're gonna be like a close range weapon, then okay, have them each fill like a certain role. Have one be a hybrid, that's not the DMP. Have one be very close range. Have one be close range, can spew out damage, so on and so forth. They can all be good in those respects, but they don't have the range to deal with anything outside of it. But they should also be given to characters who fight within those ranges for it to not matter. Shotguns, very close range weapons, should be able to deal that damage. They got heavily nerfed to where they don't do what they need to do. LMGs, they should just be like a very stationary weapon. Like, they aren't a weapon you can just like. I understand like bigger characters can like wield it, but they should, upon equipping the LMG, it should like use slow down, because like the kick on those things is probably just like big. What else? The DMRs. The DMRs should probably lose fire rates in exchange for damage. Like, this is like a good like DMR, a very good one. It shouldn't be like the MK4 where it can be like rapid fired. It should like a little bit higher damage, lower fire, like the fire rate should not be like this high. It could probably be around like 500 or something. But just like let them do what they need to do. Snipers. Snipers are a whole different story. But I believe snipers are fine. Like, you can't just like not. Basically, snipers are like the shotguns. You try to balance them, that's it. And then there's the assault rifles. The assault rifles, if they're gonna be This is what it is with the assault rifle. And I think they need to do this with the attachments. What they need to do with the assault rifles is this. Make it so that they have high recoil. If they're gonna have like range, damage, and whatnot, they have high recoil. And if you're going to be changing things around, if you're gonna be adding like attachments, each attachment should come with like some type of negative, so that they only fill a certain niche. I think another thing they should add, and this probably is like all ammo types. FMJs. And what the FMJs could do is ignore like some damage reduction. That could be like how you combat the damage reduction. It either ignores damage reduction or it just like it just goes through and actually adds like increased damage. You could maybe like offset it by having that's probably what the heavy ammo should be, if I'm gonna be honest. The heavy ammo should be like the FMJs, where it does more damage probably at the cost of like magazine size or something. That's how I feel. Right now, I want to see what they do with the weapon balance. And I think the weapon balance should be like the assault rifles, it has to be a give and take. It can't be good at everything. It has to be bad at something. I think that's just really it. It can't be it can be versatile in how you want the weapon to operate, but it shouldn't do everything that it does right now. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I don't want to be like, I don't always want to be negative about the game. I want to throw in like as much as I can, a good and a bad. I'm going to complain a lot. I'm gonna be pissed off, and it's natural. I'm a competitive person. I like doing this shit. It can be like fun for me. It's not fun for everybody. It's fun for me, but it's like when you start seeing balances go off the rails, it just becomes like when you feel like things are wrong, like within the game. I feel like things are wrong within the game, and I feel like the devs aren't taking it in the right direction. Right now, it seems like they are, but I want them to address. Basically, like, the weapons need to be addressed. Most of the weapons actually need to be addressed. Because right now, this is not how. The weapons, the way they are, just basically, if you're not using an assault rifle in this game, you don't play the game. You get shut down. And I think that's just like terrible. Anyways, the tavern is closed. Have a good day, and see you all later.